Morning students. We were doing exercise 9.3 and we did some question. Today we will take some more question. We start with question number 22. It says if the pth term, qth term and rth term of GP are ABC, prove that a to the power q minus r and so on equal to 1. Very easy question. Let me speak something about first term. We used to take a small a, but this time we will not take because small a has come in the other sense. Small r we used to take ratio, but this time r also came in other sense, so we will change the symbol. So we start with, let first term is a, capital A will take, and ratio we take capital R. Now according to question, it is pth term, qth term and rth term of GP are ABC. So pth term, so we given that pth term is A, qth term is B and rth term is C, and we need to show, we will prove a to the power q minus r, b to the power r minus p, and this is last p minus q is equal to 1. That we need to prove. We have to prove. So how we can do this? It's very easy. Let me explain something. First of all, we'll go with Tn. Formula of Tn, you know that it's a AR n minus 1. We know that Tp AR P minus 1. It's a pth term. Pth term. Capital A first term, capital R ratio because I assumed initially. The value of Tp is A. Similarly, qth term is B. A R Q minus 1. This is B. And lastly, C equal to the I term. So directly I am writing without any formality. We got an A equal to this one, B equal to this one, C equal to this one. Now, whatever we want to show, I'll take a left hand side. What is left hand side? A to the power q minus r, b to the power r minus p, c to the power q minus p. And guys, put up the value of A, B, C. Can you say it is 1, it is 2, it is 3. So we say by 1, 2, 3. By 1, 2, 3. We will put a value. Small a equal to A R P minus 1 whole power q minus r. The value of B is A R Q minus 1 and the whole power is R minus P. What about next? The small c is A R minus 1 whole power P minus P. Now we will solve this and we will get the answer 1. So how to do this? I'll separate the power. A to the power q minus r to the power p minus 1 into q minus r. You know, I separate the power. About here, a to the power r minus p, capital R to the power q minus 1 and r minus p. And it is a to the power p minus q and r to the power r minus 1 and q minus p. That is only the thing. Now I will go with all the a. Can you see? They have the same base, so power will add. So a to the power q minus r plus r minus p plus p minus q, and r to the power, it is again power will add. Power will add. So all capital R you can see power will add. And I won't do one step which I will leave on you, that this all term will cancel each other. Q and Q cancel, T and T cancel, R and R cancel. So a to the power 0 will be there. And one thing which I am not doing, so that when you will multiply these two and these two, all term will cancel automatically. So R to the power 0 will remain. And you know that power is 0 since it is 1. So that's the right hand side. You know, it's a simple question. Even it is a bit long, but it is very simple question. Okay, let me run this question. Hope you have got it. We put some more question of the exercise. Now the question is, which I want to take 23rd, which looks good. Question says if the first term and the nth term of GP are A and B, given that first term is A and nth term is B, and P is a product of all n terms, and P is product of all n terms. All n terms. Prove that. Required to prove P square equal to AB to the power n. This is the question. This is one of the important question ever may come in exam. This is the question. In first term is given, last term is given. Last term is given. P is a product of all the n terms, and we want to show this one. So okay, we will find one by one all the things. Ratio is ultimately not given anywhere. So okay, we will take the help of these two things and we will find the ratio first. Let me speak something about this. We know Tn is equal to Arn minus 1. So Tn is equal to B, A is A, first term, ratio I don't know, n minus 1. So I will transfer B upon A to the power R to the power n minus 1, and I will find the value of R by transferring power. It is R n minus 1, now it will be 1 upon n minus 1. And students, you have got very important term, the ratio. Now, what is given? P is the product of all the n terms. As per question, P is product of all n terms. What is meaning of all n terms? T1 into T2 into T3 into Tn equal to P. That product of all n terms. What do you think about T1? A. What is T2? AR. What is T3? AR square. You know, and similarly it will go till n term. Meaning if I didn't write T4, but if I use here cube, and lastly Tn will be AR n minus 1 equal to P. This will be done. Now we will solve. Look at this first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and this nth term. And these are all the terms whose value I have written with product is equal to P. Now I will operate this. What I will simplify that. A, and A. How many times? N time. Because this is first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is nth term. So if you collect all A, meaning n times, the power will add. So a to the power 1, 1, 1, 1, all a to the power n will be there. You know, all a is multiplying n times. So a is multiplying n times will give you a to the power n. And about this, r to the power will add 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1. 1, 2, 3, n minus 1 and equal to p. Now we are focused to get a1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n minus 1. So this is only I am doing here. Can you see? It is AP. It is AP. It is AP till n minus 1 term, and this is sum. So you should know what is the sum of this kind of a feature. Let me explain something. I am telling you different concept. If you focus on this, it will be good to you. Okay, what I am telling you on this board, it is actually different from the concept, different from the question. We have to delink, we have to derail from all the term. I am doing some special. Look at 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n. What is the answer of this? This is called sum of n natural number. Sum of n natural number, which first term is 1 and last term is n. So we'll find the sum. It is AP. You can find by n by 2, a plus l. A plus l, first plus last term. First term and last term. So would you think that you have got n plus 1 by 2? It is a formula. It is a formula of sum of first n term. But guys, if you focus, this is also sum of natural number but till n minus 1 term. So okay, put n equal to n minus 1 now. You will get the sum of n minus 1 term. This is sum of n term. It is sum of n natural number. So sum of n minus 1 natural number, what you will have? Sum of n minus 1 natural number. Instead of n, you will write n minus 1. N minus 1 plus 1 is n upon 2. Lastly, I would say it is n minus 1 by 2. So you should remember the formula. This is sum of n natural number. So it n plus 1 by 2 will be coming, and when sum of n minus 1 natural number, it will be n minus 1 by 2. So I will use direct formula. Now I taught you this. I have taught you this. I will write for you that sum of n minus 1 natural number, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1 equal to n minus 1 by 2. It's direct formula I'm using now. Direct formula I'm using now. And if your answer will be e to the power n, r to the power, this whole will be n minus 1 upon 2. That I have written. Now the next thing is, we want answer actually, we want to show this one. So okay, this was running p. Look at me here at p. Now what we'll do? We'll put the value of r. So such that r is this one. So put your value of r here. Put value of r. What will be there? A to the power n. The value of small r is equal to b upon a to the power 1 upon n minus 1 and whole upon, so the whole to the power n minus 1 by 2 is equal to p. This has done. Now, very good thing it is being there. A to the power n, you know b upon a to the power n minus 1 cancel, n by 2 will remain there, is equal to p. That will happen. Now what we'll do? Look at a to the power n, b to the power n by 2 upon a to the power n by 2. Separate the power. Separate the power. And afterward, what can be done? A to the power n and a to the power n minus 1. They both have the same base, so power will subtract. So n minus n by 2 will be n by 2. B to the power n by 2 equal to p. So it means that a into b whole power n by 2 is equal to p. You square both sides. When squaring both sides, this 2 will eliminate from here and it will be p square. So this is none else but it is your answer. It is one of the fabulous question ever. May come in exam, do the practice of this question. So okay, now we'll have more questions. I just want to wrap this question. Now we have question number 25. I will take 25th question. Again a very good question. Given that A, B, C and D are in GP, show that A square, B square, C square, B square, C square, D square, AB, BC, CD square. This is good question. So how we can deal this question? Look, it's a different, depends on different pattern. A, B, C, D are in GP. We'll prove this one. Left hand side equal to right hand side. First of all, we'll take the help of this one. A is the first term as usual. Suppose R is a ratio. Solution. Let R be the ratio. So I would speak one thing, that A, B, C, D are the GP. So can we say that suppose R be the ratio and A is the first term, suppose. So B equal to what will come? Your sequence is like A, comma AR square, comma AR cube and so on. So would you think that if these terms are GP and if this is the first term, it is a ratio. Second term can be called AR. Third term can be called AR square and fourth term can be called AR cube. When R is a ratio and A is a first term. So A is A, B is AR, C is AR square and D is AR cube. When I got this, I have a good trick to tell you. Take LHS. A square, B square, C square, B square, C square and D square. Put down the values. A square is A square, B square meaning AR square, C square meaning A square R4, B square meaning A square R square, C square meaning A square R to the power 4 and D square meaning A square R6. Now you have put all the values. Now what I'll do? Take out common. A square common. We have a 1 plus R square plus R4. We take out again common A square along with R square. So take out common, it is 1. It is R square, it is R cube. So when you will do all these things, now it is a multiplication. You please arrange all the things. A square into R4 will be A to the power 4 R square. And these two terms are same. same. Okay, one mistake I made somewhere. Let me check it out. It was d2. A square is a square, b square meaning a r square, c square meaning a square r4, b square meaning a square r square, c square meaning a square r4, and d square meaning a square and r to the power 6. Okay, no matter at all. So we have 4 here. Sorry, it is r square I took common. It is 1 is r square and it is r to power 4. Okay, now these two terms are same. It will be complete square. It is a complete square. You know, it's our multiplication it was. So all terms will multiply. Now what do you think about this? This is square, this is square, this is a4. So I would write it is a square. And this is alone r. And this is 1 plus r square plus r4. And I'll make a whole square of each and every term. Like that. Whole square I used. Now again I am telling you something good. I'll multiply these two terms. You know, a square into r. Like that, and this is cube, and this is a square r5 whole square. Now next, be cunning for that. You need some spatial term here, and arrange like that. You know, it is AB, so I write a into AR because AR is B. Now it is a square r3. We need a BC. So B was AR and C was AR square. Can you see these two will be a square of r cube? And above this, we need a C and D. So C was AR square and D is AR cube. It is completely a square r5 and the whole square is there. Intentionally I broke like that because I knew the values. It is A, it is B, it is B, it is C, and it is C, it is A. D, sorry, and this is whole square which is right inside which you wanted. So this is again a good question, good technique we used here. So please follow the question properly. Okay, let me put one more question of the book, of the exercise. I am taking now here our 27th question. 27th question is the same kind of question we did in AP or in class 10th you studied. Find the value of n if given that the geometric mean of A and B is a to the power n plus 1, b to the power n plus 1 upon a to the power n and b to the power n. Question is find the value of n. This is the question. So let me explain the question, how it can be done. Students, we are given geometric mean of A and B is this one. And we need to find n. So how we can go with this? I'll write, we know geometric mean of A and B is none else but it is root AB, which I taught you. And given that geometric mean of A and B is a to the power n plus 1, b to the power n plus 1 upon a to the power n and b to the power n. Now the thing is, this is we know and this is given, so both will be equal. So okay, we write them equal. A to the power n plus 1, b to the power n plus 1 upon a to the power n, b to the power n equal to root over ab. This is the thing which we have obtained. Now we will simplify that. How it is so? A to the power n plus 1, b to the power n plus 1, a to the power half, b to the power half, this, and I multiply this one. Cross multiply like that. Now I will multiply a to the power n plus 1 plus b to the power n plus 1. I'll multiply these two. It's gonna be n plus half, b to the power half, and these two again, a to the power half and b to the power n plus half. You know, base was same, power will add. Now what I'll do? I'll take, I will transfer the term, this term right here, a to the power n plus 1 minus a to the power n plus 1, sorry, half b to the power, and I'll write this term minus this, now my root here. Now what I'll do? I will write n plus 1 as a to the power n plus half and a to the power half. Try to understand. And this is a to the power n plus half, b to the power half. What I have done? This n plus 1 was there, so I wrote n plus half and half, meaning 1. And same is here, a to the power 1 by 2, b to the power n plus half, b to the power n plus, this is half, and b to the power half I write. Now I take out common sum, like a to the power n plus half I take common. So I have a to the power half, b to the power half. I take common b to the power n plus half. So we have a to the power half minus b to the power half. Now these two terms are same, so both will cancel. So we have only a to the power n plus half and equal to b to the power n plus half. Now what I'll do? I do transfer here n plus half upon b to the power n plus half is equal to 1. Now let me write this out. After it, it's a simple work I'm doing. Make a whole power n plus half. Make a whole power n plus half, and this one intentionally I will write a by b to the power 0. You know that a by b why I use, because left hand side's base is a by b. Second thing is I need 1 only, so you know power of zeros is 1, and then we can compare. So we can compare to its power n plus half is equal to 0. So n equal to gonna be minus half. It's an answer of the question. So students, you have got till here. Now I wish that you please complete the exercise. Tomorrow we'll have some new questions I will take of the exercise and we will do it. Till then, you please do the practice. Thank you.